You know, you guys that watch my videos that are Norwood too, in some ways you have it worse than everybody else. In some ways. You guys that are in your 20s and you're Norwood too. Because you have so much to potentially lose, though you may not lose it at all. And yet I've been where you are, so I know what it's like to be in your early 20s, be Norwood too, and think either I'm gonna go bald or this is normal. And I think there's a lot of anxiety there. So I'm making this video to try to help anyone out who's in that situation. And this is all thanks to our great friend Scott Gerke. I appreciate you leaving this comment. And I think it can help other people in your situation. So this is in response to a video I made called Young Bald Guys with Shaved Heads Have More Fun Than Guys with Norwood Too. Because again, if you're still young and in your 20s and you've only got kind of a V going on and no thinning, it's either the beginning of the process of balding or it's nothing. And so anyway, here's what Scott had to say. Quote, textbook Norwood 2 here at age 20, no thinning on the crown or anywhere other than the temples, couldn't grow a beard in high school, can just about do it now. I'm also 100% European. What do you think, Nick? Am I destined for baldness? End quote. So, you know, my immediate response, you know me, is always to say, okay, well, what about your one-year-old photo? What did you look like at age 1 on your first birthday? That's a projection of you at 35. That's a good, it totally was effective for me. My hairline was exactly the same on my first birthday as my 35th birthday. I've made more than one video showing you the picture. So that would always be my follow-up question. But just simply based on what I've been provided here, the actual question is, am I destined for baldness? My answer is no. I can confidently tell you, based on what I see here, no, you're not destined for baldness. You might go bald, you could go bald, but to say that you're destined for it, there's no strong evidence for that. Because being a Norwood 2 at age 20 is so normal. I mean, I think at age 20, at best, I was 1.5. I was Norwood 1.5 at best. But by my 21st birthday, 22nd birthday, I didn't know what it was called back then, that it was Norwood 2. But by the time I had moved to Nashville when I was 24, it was undeniable I was Norwood 2. I just didn't have any thinning. So, I mean, if we were to really look back closely at me at age 20, there's a good chance a lot of you would say, yeah, you were Norwood 2. So, you know, and even now, imagine if you're 20 now with a Norwood 2 with no thinning, and you think, okay, well, what if when I'm almost 38 years old, I still had that much hair as this guy right here? Well, that wouldn't be so bad, right? And let me turn around. There's thinning in the back, by the way. I don't know how obvious it's going to be in this video. But I mean, you know, there's thinning spots. It's long enough to make sure that it's not obvious, and maybe that's where you'll be when you're approaching your 20th class reunion for high school, that, you know, as long as you keep your hair the right length, it won't be obvious or something like that. But no, you're not destined to be bald based on what you told me. Now, had you told me, well, by the time I graduated high school, I had a full connected beard, and my dad was bald by the time he was 30, and I looked at my photo and my hairline goes way back from when I was 1 year old. If you told me all that other stuff, then I'd be like, yeah, you know what, maybe so. But if you still can barely grow a beard and you're past the age of 18 and you're only Norwood 2 now, based on that, there's no evidence that you're destined for baldness. So, but I want to close this video by just saying, look, I have complete compassion for you, for not just you, Scott, but everybody that's in your situation. I think there's a good amount of people who watch my videos who are in your situation. There's a lot of fear and anxiety there because, again, you have so much more to lose compared to the guy who's maybe same age as you, or maybe 30, maybe 40, who is noticeably, undeniably balding and is in denial about that. Because once you realize you are officially losing your hair, you have to travel to a different level at that point. But the fear of the unknown, will I go bald? Will it happen to me? I think that's a really scary place, and for people like that, Because I know guys in their 30s that are Norwood too, and they've been that way since they were 20, and they're still wondering, will I make it to 35? Because 35 is the age that that basically determines whether you're going to be aggressively balding the rest of your life or not. Will I make it to 40? Will I make it to 50? And then you keep playing this game with, with your own life. Like, well, if I can at least make it till I'm 50 or 60 or 70. And there's people who left comments on my videos who said, I don't even want to die if I'm losing my hair. When I'm being buried in a casket, I want to still have a full head of hair. That's how much it matters to me. That's the danger of Norwood too. You've got so much more to lose. And that's what I hope to do with my videos, is to help psychologically prepare everybody so that if you do go bald, aggressive balding, and it becomes noticeable, you'll be able to reinvent yourself and still say the same person. Remember what I say. If I go bald tomorrow, if I lose all my hair tomorrow, I'm going to be just as confident. I'm going to be the same person. And it's not simply because I'm in a different place in life and older and established and all that. Because we can always look back at the young guys who are 20 and are Norwood 5s and work out and are confident and don't have these fears and anxieties about losing their hair that 20-year-olds with Norwood 2s do. And of course, this video is in response. This is almost like a sequel to that video. But I think it's so relevant of a point, because it's easy to think, oh man, look what's happening to me. And what you think in these terms of worst case scenarios, what's going to happen. But those worst case scenarios have already happened to people that maybe are younger than you, yet maybe they're better off in life because they reinvented themselves. They are going by these things that I talk about in my videos, about investing in themselves and the things that they're actually judged by. And closing thought, I made a video recently talking about how the younger you are, the less you know about your own identity. The less you know what you're good at in life and what you're bad at in life. The less you know about how to communicate and collaborate with people. The less you know about how to make people laugh. The less you know about what women want. The less you know about your future and your career. And the less you know, the more that your physical appearance and especially your hair matters. But those guys who go bald young, they're forced to get past all of that much earlier in life, to where it's actually a benefit if they choose to reinvent themselves on there. So look, I'm saying all this because I care about you, all of you, Norwood 2s and 20s or whatever age you are. I can totally understand why you feel that way. But I think that it's a matter of, this problem's not going to go away until you can get to this point where I'm saying that you could honestly say in your heart, just like Nick Shell can say, if I woke up tomorrow and I was bald and I was Norwood 5 all of a sudden and I had to start shaving my head, that my confidence would not drop at all, because my confidence is not built on how I look. It's built on a lot of other things, the things that people actually judge me by. Thanks for your comment. I have nothing but care and compassion for all of you. And in this video, this is my shout out to all of you Norwood 2s. There is potential for you to expand your mind and to get past this. And I think until you do, this is going to haunt you like a ghost. Ooh. But I am the Ghostbuster. Comments right here.